Right, y'all, you're about to be entertained by Rusty Latwan and Zydeco Crush. Coming to you all the way from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Do a little this, do a little that for you. For the Natchitoches NSU Folk Festival 2020. We're doing it a little bit different. But it's just gonna be good, just as good. It's gonna be just as good. We're gonna do a little something from the last CD. A little something called Set Me Free.
Yes, sir.
I don't have all my life to be waiting on you. I just gotta know right now, do you feel we're through? Cause there's a bunch of fine women trying to give me.
It's true.
All you do is say the word and set this humble free. Set me free, set me free. I'm free, and I'm feeling good. Finally free, and I'm feeling good.
Oh, fire up, sir.
I don't wanna waste my time on a one-way road. Already got my back sitting by the door. Cause there's a bunch of fine women trying to give me. All you do is say the word and set this humble free. Set me free, set me free. I'm free, and I'm feeling good. Finally free, and I'm feeling good.
Fire up, sir. Come on, Southside.
We doing it for the Natchitoches NSU Folk Festival, y'all.
Yes, sir. You miss.
Yeah, y'all, give me that double clutch.
Let's go.
All three in the house.
Yes, sir. Squeeze and box.
Our guests now, they see.
Yes, now they see.
They can't keep looking past me.
Oh, no, not receipt.
They try to pick apart my pants, but they can stop me from playing.
Oh, we do this every weekend.
And I ain't going nowhere,
We ain't going nowhere.
cause Rusty here to stay.
Yes, sir.
And if you looking my way, see me coming through like a train. Coming like a train. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Choo-choo.
Yes, sir.
It ain't no thing, dawg.
It ain't no thing, dog.
We on a train, dawg.
We on a train, dog.
It ain't no thing, dawg.
It ain't no thing, dog.
We on a train, dawg.
We on a train, dog.
I didn't come this far to turn around.
So get used to the new big dogs in town.
I didn't come this far to turn around.
So get used to the new big dogs in town.
I didn't come this far to turn
So
around.
get used to the new big dogs in town.
I didn't come this far to turn around.
So get used to the new big dogs
They
in
said I
town.
never would have made it. I guess they thought I couldn't take it. They said I'd never be up on that level. But now we on the flies together.
What you look at that right there?
And I just stay in my lane, playing my shows, and man, I love it.
Yes, sir.
But don't compare me to nobody, cause I'm unlike any other. Oh, brother.
Rustin' was flying inside the Coke Crash Vegas. Coming at you. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
Hey, right. Oh, that felt good. If you feeling good, let me hear you make some noise out there, y'all. Who said you can't party with 10 people? That's a lie. Oh yeah, but that felt good, bro. It's been a while since we've been able to do that, bro.
It's been too long.
Ready.
Too long. But it's all right. We making it do what it do. Ain't never missed a step.
Show must go on.
Speaking of step, we gonna play the two-step song. We do a little something off the first CD from the 2013 Take My Hand CD. A little something called Get That Thing, parentheses. She fell in love with my two-step. Go ahead, Kayla. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall, get your back up off the wall. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall, get your back up off the wall. Yeah, that was it.
Back to 2013 one time.
Ready, come. You get up, get your body moving. Don't stop, keep that thing grooving. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You get up, get your body moving. Don't stop, keep that thing grooving. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've been waiting all night long for that perfect song. But now it's my
Hey, what you
chance
gonna do?
to ask for that
What
chance.
you need?
Been watching you all night. What a beautiful sight. Let's get on the floor and do that side and go, baby. She fell in love with my two-step. She fell in love with my two-step. I think I made her fall in love with my two-step. She fell in love with my two-step.
Yes, sir.
She fell in love with my two-step. She fell in love with my two-step. I think I made her fall in love with my two-step. She fell in love with my two-step. Oh, yeah.
She fell in love with my two-step. Yes, sir. Oh.
You get up, get your body moving. Don't stop, keep that thing grooving. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You get up, get your body moving. Don't stop, keep that thing grooving. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting all night long for that perfect song. But now it's my
Hey, what you
chance
gonna do?
to ask for that
What
chance.
you need?
Been watching you all night, and what a beautiful sight. Let's get on the floor and do that shot and go, baby. She fell in love with my two-step. She fell in love with my two-step. I think I made her fall in love with my two-step. She fell in love with my two-step. She fell in love with my two-step. She fell in love with my two-step. I think I made her fall in love with my two-step. She fell in love with my two-step. Just because I don't believe that I wanna dance, but don't mean that I don't want to.
So yeah, so get your back up, up the wall.
don't believe that I wanna dance. Don't mean that I don't want to.
So yeah, so get your back up off the wall.
Even though I might be on TV, baby got my own city. There ain't no change in me. I can only be even though I might be on TV. Baby got my own city. Why you will ever say is that same rush me? That I just wanna be yours, baby.
I just wanna be yours. Come on.
I just wanna be yours, baby.
Come on. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Just wanna be yours, baby.
I just wanna be yours. Come on.
Just wanna be yours, baby.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was good, right, Andy?
We're getting back in the groove, man.
You feel good, cuz. Feel
Oh
good.
yeah. Feel like we're doing what we're supposed to do, man.
Ain't no lie.
Oh yeah. Once again, we're doing this for the 2020 Natchitoches NSU Folk Festival. I want to thank y'all for having us, or thank y'all for coming to us. But would have been having us, but we worked it out either way. Appreciate y'all. It's another reason to play music. That's a good music. I mean, that's a good reason. You know?
You gon' get it.
Right about now, we're going to take a time to introduce the band on the scrub board right here from Lake Charles, Louisiana. You know what? We're going to save you for last. We're going to save you for last. On the guitar right here from Lake Charles, Louisiana, Mr. Caleb Day. Started with us when he was about 11, 12, 13 at the most. Something like that. Been a long time. On the drums, coming from Eunice, Louisiana.
Eunice.
The man himself.
That's him.
Andrew, that's him, Fatno.
That's him.
In the flesh.
On the bass guitar from Karen Crow by way of Lafayette, by way of Opelousas, by way of Lawtell. Mr. Desmond Joseph. But we call him Deadly. On the keyboard from Orange, or Lake Charles by way of Orange. A little bit of Houston in there, maybe. I'm not sure. The man that does everything, Mr. Eric Joseph. On the scrub board, coming to you from Car Shop.
Right down the road, man.
From Car Shop, Lake Charles, Louisiana. See, his mama named him Cameron Levan.
So my birth certificate, my license, all of that right there.
But when we playing music, every time we get in that van, every Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, most of the time, he transformed from Cameron to, boy, I done forgot it. It's Officer Puda Gerard Aloysius, Huxtable Levan Rougeau Sr.
That's right. Yep, that's it.
Did you get any more accreditations since everything been going on? Or you still just officer?
Hey, I'm just officer right now.
So from Car Shop, Lake Charles.
Uh-huh.
That's Cameron, Officer Saint Gerard Aloysius, Huxtable Levan Rougeau Sr.
Hey, Russ. Little flip.
AKA Lil Flip.
I got more nicknames than I know, cuz.
And me, myself, I'm Rusty Matoy, coming to you from Lake Charles.
Oh,
And we can do a little something off the first CD. Something called Saw My Woman, off the Take My Hand CD in 2013, I believe. Do it like this. I saw my woman holding hands with another man.
sir. Oh.
I saw my woman holding hands with another man. How could she do me
How
wrong?
could you do me so wrong?
Leave me all alone.
Oh, girl, you pop on right there.
Oh,
Wow. Yes, sir. Oh.
When I saw you with it outside, lover, you made me feel like I was dying inside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I saw you with that outside, lover, you made me feel like I was dying inside. Bring it back.
Oh. Sir. Yes, sir. Bullseye, oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
When I saw you with that outside, lover, you made me feel like I was dying inside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I saw you with that outside, lover, you made me feel like I was dying inside. I just wanna fly.
I just want.
So put your arms around me, baby.
Just put your arms.
Put your arms around me, baby.
Just put your arms.
I just wanna fly.
I just wanna.
So put your arms around me, baby.
Just put your arms.
Put your arms around me, baby.
Just put your arms. I just wanna. Just put your arms. It's like. Let's go.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh, yeah, sure as I tell you. Once again, you are jamming to the mighty sounds of Russell Metoyer
Yes, indeed.
and Exotico Crush all the way from Lake Charles, Louisiana, baby.
Uh-huh. That's him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Cam.
Did you say find out?
How you been, bro?
I'm all right.
Long time no see, man. I got a sauce pack waiting for you, man.
I'm gonna come get it.
Hey, bro, I gotta make it there too. Ain't been in unison in what, 4 or 5 months?
He told me, he said he got 8 of them in his freezer. I'm gonna go
Cool
get it.
T's groceries.
Oh.
Cool T's groceries, God.
We can do a little something we came out with last summer as a single. It's gonna be on the next CD. A little something called Riverbank. There come a time in every young man's life. That night he's always gonna remember. Could be in the behind the dollar store, on the side of old back road somewhere.
So behind Cinemark back there.
Off of the Algoche Road in Big Lake, you know what I'm talking about back there. I wrote a little song about it. And it go a little something like this. summer 2009. Just a young man, not thinking about a thing, but having a good time. Barely 17, so naive and green. I met a girl down my summertime who changed everything. She kinda liked me, I kinda liked her back. She said to text me, it was on after that. Things had started so sweet and innocent. It wouldn't be long before we were making love on the riverbank. I gotta give thanks. Thank you to the riverbank.
Come on.
I knew life would never be the same when we made love on the riverbank. I gotta give thanks. Thank you to the riverbank.
Come on.
I knew life would never be the same when we made love on the riverbank.
Win, 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 win. Yes, sir.
It was a warm summer night. The river was flowing, moon was bright.
Hey, what you did?
I had that old truck moving.
Whoa.
I had to show that I knew what I was doing. I haven't seen that girl in years, but she's doing well and married kids. Sometimes I go back and think about that night on the riverbank. I gotta give thanks. Thank you to the riverbank.
Come on.
I knew life would never be the same when we made love on the riverbank. I gotta give thanks. Thank you to the riverbank.
Come on.
I knew life would never be the same when we made love on the riverbank. When we made love on the riverbank.
Win, win,
When we made love on the riverbank.
win, win.
When we made love on the riverbank. Love on the riverbank. Love on the riverbank. The water, quench your thirst, quench your thirst. The water, quench your thirst, quench your thirst. No letting go, no holding back, because you are my baby. When I'm with you, it's all I have. Girl, just come on and kiss me. Now, that's something we like to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna send you off with a little something off the last CD. The last CD, by the way, name is In Due Time. And I wish we had enough time to play In Due Time. But maybe next time. A little something called About Your Man. I don't know if I got an explanation for this one. Kind of just a song that came to me. You know, he got some of them songs that just come to you.
It be like that, girl.
Don't mean nothing. it can mean something to somebody else, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody got a message.
Why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why? Cause she can be that way. If you say right down the things that made me fall in love with you, that list would never end. 'Cause every day is something new that makes me so in love with you. And the bad part about it is you don't even belong to me. But someone has a hold of you who don't deserve a love so true. And if I was your man,
If I was your man. Yes, sir.
you never have to hurt no more. If I was your man,
If I was your man.
I'd make you feel so beautiful. If I was your man,
If I was your man.
I'd make you so happy. And let me be your man.
Let me be your man. Yes, sir.
I'ma love you night and day, night and day, night and day.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why? What she do be that way? Why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why? What she do be that way? Why 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 she do be that way?
Yes, sir. First I say, thank you. You have been entertained by the mighty sounds of Restless Fire inside Go Crush. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank y'all so much for the they sang with the Naggers NSU Folk Festival for having us. We hope to be out and about soon. But in the meantime, y'all stay safe. Practice your social distancing, wear your mask. We're gonna get through this together, y'all. We're gonna see y'all soon on that Zydeco Road. Once again, I'd like to give it up for the band. Mr. Cameron Levan, Eric Joseph, his cousin Desmond Joseph, Andrew Fontenot, Canada Day. We are Rusty Matwana's Zydeco Crush. Signing out. See y'all soon. I thank you.
Which one am I looking at?
I don't know. Do I just look at these?
Just talk to you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we are here in Lake Charles, Louisiana, with Rusty McTwire and the Zydeco Crush.
Yes, sir.
And I don't need to ask you how you were doing.
Oh, we're doing great.
I know, but I heard
great.
the set.
It felt good to finally get to play again.
I could tell you seem to really enjoy playing.
Oh yeah, we love it. And
Yeah.
it kind of really, not being able to play kind of reminds us how much we love playing.
How long has it been?
Since we played a public gig, it's been since March 14th, 15th, something like that.
And you miss it.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every weekend especially.
How
Because
often
usually every weekend we're probably at least 2, 3, 4 gigs a weekend.
Really?
Every weekend, especially at this time, during the springtime and summer and through the fall.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of different not being able to play, but it's been good. You know, we all work,
Yeah.
so we're not necessarily missing it just because of the income of it, because it is income, but the love of the playing music. That's I think that's what we're missing the most, and being able to see our fans and followers of us and be able to talk to them and everything. So I think that's probably what we miss the most, is getting to play and interact with the people.
And now the band's been together since like 2010.
Well, I established the name Rusty McTwire and the Zydeco Crush when I was in high school, and really got started playing like really as a musician and a performing band around maybe 2012. I was about 20 maybe.
Yeah.
And through the years, it's had different musicians and stuff like that. But these guys behind me, they've been with me for what, the past 4 or 5 years, something like that. You know, with substitutes every now and then, but for the most part, these guys has been with me for the past probably 4 or 5 years.
And how did you get into it? How did you get into this? What you picked up the accordion? Why?
Well, my uncle sent me an accordion from California when I was 10 years old. My uncle played Zydeco in California, and both of my grandfathers were Creole musicians. One of them, Cornelius Papillon, my mom's dad, he played accordion and fiddle, and he played more of the French music, the Creole music style of it. And my dad's dad, Louis McTwire, he played bass and drums. He played blues. When he was about my age, he was probably playing jazz and blues at that time, and he started playing Zydeco in about the 80s. So really, I just grew up with it on both sides of my family. They weren't like, you know, household names, but they would play, you know, for different events around the area and house dances and stuff like they called it. And then as far as playing the accordion, my uncle Dempsey Papillon sent me an accordion from California, Louisiana, from California when I was about 10.
Right.
And the first day I played it, I learned a song, Pay My Bills by the Creole Zydeco Farmers, and I didn't pick it up again for probably another 4 or 5 years after that, after my second grandfather had passed, and I kind of was just trying to pick it up just to keep it going in the family, because music is a big part of my family. Just like I was talking to my uncle earlier, just like we was playing in the garage just now, we used to play it in my grandfather's garage, and I remember that when I was little, everybody come together, pull out the instruments, and everybody play, you know, blues, and if somebody had an accordion over there, they play Zydeco or something. So really, it's just been in my family, it's in my blood, and at some point it was gonna come out. It was just a matter of time.
But Zydeco's a very joyous music.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, you guys really look like you're having a good time, and you make people feel good with your music.
Right. That's the main thing. If we're not making you at least feel good and tap your toe or something, then we're not doing our job.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
We're gonna try our best to do that.
So how would you describe the sound of the Zydeco Crush as a band?
I would say, really, unlike any other, we put a lot of mix of, you know, a lot of people will mix the R&B and the Caribbean sounds and everything, and the blues sounds and everything with the Zydeco. But me personally, I'm a fan of all music. So I might put some classic rock lyrics in there with like a 90s R&B bass line, and 'cause I just really like to mix it up. Never really know what you're gonna hear when you come to our show. The band never really know what I'm gonna play because I'll just throw something on them and we'll just play that,
Is that
and
right?
every night is different.
No set list, just
For the most part, no. I mean, we have our main songs, everybody
Right.
wants to hear, and of course
Right.
our originals that people want to hear, but I might just throw something out and
Just catch it.
yeah, Drew
Just catch it.
Drew asked me
Roll with it.
what you want on a 1, a 2, or a 3, and I just tell them,
They roll with it.
and that's it.
that's
And
not
tell
much.
them the numbers of the chords, and that's it. We rolling with it after that.
That's not much warning.
No, not really. I kind of just put, but that's when you have good musicians, you can do that.
Well, right. Well, you get a two-piece. The White Stripes never had a set list either.
Oh yeah,
Jack would just they're just playing so long. He'd just start a song and Meg would take it up, right?
That's
but
it.
you get a 6-piece.
right.
That's logistically much more difficult to follow that lead.
Yeah, but as long as they know the key, we can roll with it.
Follow the leader almost.
Yeah,
Follow the leader. He's first, I'm next, the rings. You know what I'm saying?
That's
After
it.
that.
Yeah, I got you. So you played a lot of places. Like you played
a lot of places.
throughout the U.S. You played like Europe.
Right.
Several places in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And so people receive you well.
Oh, they love it.
Yeah.
They love it. And what the crazy thing is about going to play out there is when we've gone and played out there and playing these festivals, they're singing my songs as I'm singing them.
They
like
know
my original songs, they're singing them. And they even have some bands out there that's playing covers of my music. I found that out through YouTube one day. I was watching YouTube and this band, and I'm sorry I can't remember the name of the band, but it was about a 9-piece band. It had horn sections and everything. And they're playing, then they start singing, and I'm like, that's my song.
Yeah. How'd that feel?
That's a good feeling. That's a great feeling. That I never would have expected.
Yeah.
Never would expect. You dream of being able to do this, but like when you experience something like that, and like I said, a band from overseas, you don't know any of those
Right.
people, and they're doing a cover of your song in their set list. That's a great feeling.
So you know how to get an audience moving. What do you do? How do you do that?
Really, I kind of just gauge it from the audience because
okay.
you have different styles of Zydeco that people might have preferences to, and the way we play to all different kind of audiences. So I kind of see what they react to at the beginning of the show, and
Yeah.
kind of see what we're gonna take it with.
So
for
it's
the rest
how
of the
it's
show.
where they want to take it and you follow.
Right, and then I play the stuff I like too, but
Yeah, yeah.
everything I play I like. So it's just a matter of what they'll respond to, and even if it's not Zydeco, we'll pull out some Bruno Mars or something.
Anything,
Eric will play
anything.
something on the keyboard, especially for weddings and stuff when it's
Yeah, yeah.
when it's not really
Bust out with gospel if you want.
yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Especially-
we will. That's not a joke.
Right. when it's not really a strictly Zydeco crowd, and we got to kind of improvise. Eric will play a Usher song or something, and we roll with it, and then people just go crazy.
Well, it's the bride's day, right? I mean,
Right.
You're gonna play something to make her and her mother happy, right?
Right.
Yeah, I hear you. I've been married 22 years.
Okay. Congratulations.
So, how has Zydeco evolved over time in the time you've been playing?
Since I've been
And
playing,
it's not static, you know what I mean?
no, it's always moving forward. Really, right now, if you listen to the radio, if you listen to the contemporary R&B and hip hop radio, you're gonna hear that in Zydeco. Maybe not necessarily word for word,
Yeah.
but you'll feel the vibe from it, the themes and everything of the music, and even just straight up cover songs
Yeah.
from what's on the radio transcribed into Zydeco.
Right,
So that's
right.
kind of how Zydeco is able to evolve, because you can do whatever you want with it.
Mm-hmm.
You just put it with the accordion and the beat that people dance to, the Zydeco beat, and that's it pretty much.
So as long as like an audience is accepting of it,
Yeah,
then you can move forward.
right.
Do you sometimes feel like you gotta test the waters a little bit, or
Yeah.
let's see how they feel about this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like good music is good music
Yeah, yeah,
either way.
yeah.
So if it's good, it don't matter really what the crowd is. If it's good, it's gonna be good. They're gonna dance to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So-
that's the most important thing. If they dancing to it, that's it.
Oh no, I get it. I get it. When I book a band, I look for people that are happy.
Right.
I look for a happy crowd. I look for musicians that look when they're playing, they look like they're happy and joyous to be playing that tradition.
Right.
Like this is their tradition, their heritage. If they're not happy doing it, I don't want them, playing for an audience at my festival.
Because it don't
Look appealing.
yeah.
Yeah, you
It
guys
don't get the
look-
point across.
You are happy, so obviously when you're playing,
Right.
And that's what I like. I mean, because then I hear it and it's infectious. So here's the question: like, what would you say to young musicians? Like people taking it up, whether or not they're like physically young. Like if I were to take up Zydeco, I'm not going. I don't have musical bone in my body, but I don't have that talent.
Mm.
But say a new band was going to try to take up this heritage, what would you say to them?
I would say it's going to take a while to find your own sound. Everybody always tells you find your own sound. It will take a while to hone that, to be able to figure out what your sound is.
Uh-huh.
You know, what makes you specifically and uniquely you. But at the same time, if you're a new band, my personal advice would still be to learn at least the traditional, but can't think of the word of it, but the songs you have to play.
Yeah.
The standards.
Yeah.
You got to
yeah.
learn the standards
Okay.
for sure. The Johnny Billy Goat, the Motor Dude specials, the y'all know.
Couture, the Zydeco Couture.
Yeah, Zydeco Culture, all that. The Boozoo, the John Delafosse, the
Steprito.
Clifton Chenier, Steprito. You gotta learn the standards that people are gonna want to hear during the show, and then throw your unique and original songs in there, and really just to keep going. Music isn't a easy business, but it's definitely rewarding, because you're doing what you love. Like you can see, what we haven't played in
4 months.
a long time. It felt like a year, but as soon as we got going, it just felt good. It felt
You
good.
felt right into this group. I mean, you guys play tight.
I appreciate it.
I mean, it was really just boom. I mean, it was like, don't get in front of the train. I mean, I really enjoyed hearing your set. And I could also
That'd be a
appreciate.
good song. Don't get in front of the train. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But because everyone was in the zone. And then people were taking chances too. And you were throwing some dance steps in there. And you hadn't played for 4 months.
Oh yeah. But when we do this before we was not playing, we would do this all the time. And,
Right.
And like I said, when you got the same guys and a good group of musicians, it just makes it that much easier.
Well, to close out, let me ask you. What's one of your happiest moments playing music?
Ooh. It's been a lot of them, but what I would say was the first time I played French Quarter Festival. That was probably back in 2014, 2015. And I was just playing as I normally do. Not that I'm saying I'm just playing. We were having a great set, put on a great show. But then I realized really what I was doing. I was playing in front of a sea of people. It was thousands of people, all the way down, I think that's St. Peter Street in the French Quarter we was playing on, and it just hit me. I'm like, man, I'm really doing this. Like, this is crazy. It's just a sea of probably the most people I've ever seen, and then I'm playing in front of them. So that's probably one of my happiest and most proudest moments. And I was playing, and I kind of took a second away from the mic, and I just looked up, and I was talking to my grandfather. I said, this is what I'm doing. I hope y'all see this, So that was probably one of the happiest. There's been a lot of them. That's one of the happiest.
Guys, it's been an honor.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you
for
for
coming.
having us down.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
We hope y'all enjoyed it.
Oh, it was just like, it was like a concert that was like, it wasn't just like, we're playing in the garage. I mean, you were playing,
Oh yeah.
and it was great.
I
Well,
appreciate it.
you need to get people all over to hear you.
That's what we're trying. In due time.
That's where y'all come in.
In due time.
That's where y'all come in.
I hear you.
That's where y'all come in.
I hear you. Well, thank you so much. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
all of you.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Oh, ba, ba, ba.
Can we move or?